back to the Life Unlimited Coaching channel. This is Coach Kayla, and I wanted to talk about meal plans today. This week I feel like I've talked about meal plans a lot. And so I thought, you know what? Share the love. Someone asked me, this happens all the time, but I ran into someone and they were like, I told them what I did and they were getting to know me and they were like, oh, so you create meal plans for people and all that? Which, when you tell someone that you create fitness nutrition programs for people, then that's automatically what they would assume, right? And this is not necessarily a bash on meal plans or coaches that make meal plans. But I did want to kind of explain why I don't create meal plans for people usually. We have meal plans that I'm happy to give my clients that are like a whole week's, 2 weeks worth of food and the grocery list and all the stuff. And I have done meal plans in the past, but I went away from them for several reasons, but the biggest one being that, to me, giving someone a meal plan is like putting a Band-Aid on something that needs stitches. Okay. It works, but not as good as it could, right? It doesn't really solve the problem. Okay. Meal plans are great when people are starting out, but ultimately my goal isn't to tell you what to eat. My goal is to teach you how to eat, which are two very different things, right? Most people don't need to be told what to eat. We know what to eat. We've been told what to eat our whole lives, right? We have the pyramid and all sorts of nutritional resources that we've learned, not to the extent that we should have learned it, but nonetheless, they have tried their best to give us the information we need to make good decisions, right? We all know we need to have, lean proteins, veggies, fruits, good whole grains, all that stuff. We all know that. We all know we need to avoid junk food. Okay? And so if I were to tell you don't eat junk food, you'd be like, well, I know that, but how do I do it if I want to? Or you would start feeling guilty every time you did, right? Or when you go and have a family party and your grandma makes sugar cookies and you feel like you can't have it because it's not on the meal plan. Like, it doesn't solve the problem. Okay? And so my method, I would say, for coaching nutrition is I want to give you as much autonomy with food as I possibly can while giving you the guidelines you need to still get the results that you want. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I'm going to give you guidelines around what you should eat. Whether or not you choose to follow them is up to you. But we try to fit the guidelines around whatever is realistic for your life, right? And life is not on a meal plan. Okay, I was talking to a lady this week. This is where actually I think it started. I was talking to a lady this week, and she had done several different programs in the past. And she said, I just always feel like I failed because I couldn't stick with what they wanted me to do. It was unrealistic for my life. She had 3 or 4 kids, and they were all in sports, and they were out of the house frequently with baseball games, basketball games, and wrestling matches and all sorts of stuff. And she said, I couldn't pack all of my food for the week. The only time I was successful is if I packed all the food for the week, right? And I asked her, I was like, well, wouldn't it be more beneficial if you just knew what to pick when you were out and about? And she said, yes, that would, because half the time I don't even know where I'm going to be or what is going to be accessible to me and all sorts of stuff. And so if I could just know that these things would be good choices, I was like, okay, cool, let's just do that, right? It solves the problem. Just telling her to suck it up and prep her food solves no problem. It makes her feel like crap, right? And so all this to say, I don't give people meal plans. We don't, because life's not on a meal plan, and our goal is to teach you how to live your life unlimited, by food especially, in a way that fits you right now and is realistic for you to win right now, and for most people, it's not on a meal plan. You might be able to stick with a meal plan for a week, maybe two, but it's not a life. That's not a life commitment. It's like a crash diet. It's the same as everything else. Anyway, short video today. Kind of the concept of why Life Unlimited Coaching does not do meal plans. Hopefully it was valuable. If we post these videos every week, so I would love for you to subscribe, save, share. Hopefully this concept resonated, and I hope you have a wonderful day.